Alright, so we're back today. Like I said yesterday in the upload, it was kind of getting dark. I was looking at the video. It was actually more light in the video than there was. You know, my really good fancy camera picks up a lot more light than what I could see. So, you know, we got the car right here. So today we're going to be putting on the stabilizing bars. So these stabilizing bars, so here's the old one. You know, it's really tiny, skinny, and then, you know, the thick Mog one. So got a big difference in them. So we'll get, let's see, on, zeroed out. So the new ones are 1275, and then the old ones, and that's millimeters, and then the old ones are actually 9, so that's about 3 millimeter improvement, which is very good. Like I said, and then, you know, I got my spacers that are going on, and then today my brakes will be going on, and the rotors will be going on, wheels will be going back on, the lug nuts will be going back on. So yeah, follow along. Boom. Pretty much stabilizer bar goes onto the little part on your coilovers or your shocks, and then it goes onto your front sway bar. So it's pretty simple. There's one bolt, screw on, top bolt, screw on. There's actually you know, it spins, so a lot of people think, you know, sometimes they have an Allen key to hold it in place so just keeps from spinning, but there's actually a little nut type thing on the end. You just get something back there, just boom, just tighten down it, hold it there, tighten it down. Installed one stabilizing bar in what, less than 2 minutes. So I do have my knuckle on there, so it makes it a little bit easier, but yeah. So let me do the other side and then we'll get straight to installing these more. So I still got a little bit of stuff to do, but let's do it. So we got the steering thing on. The nut, it's more of a castle nut, so has these little grooves in there. Looks like the top of a castle. It's pretty much for a cotter pin, so a cotter pin goes in. So I like to replace the cotter pins every time I take them out because they get, you know, messed up. Here's the one for you know, the big O nut. So it gets a little bent up, out of shape. I mean, you know, they're pretty cheap. You just go buy a whole new case of them. They're pretty inexpensive, and you get all kinds of them, and you got them for pretty much everything. So that way you can just slide it right in there. And call it a day. And that way it's not going to be coming out. So let's get these tightened. Get these tightened, and then get this tightened. We can put on the rotor. Once we put on the rotor, we can put on the wheel spacer, and then should be done with this side. So should come out pretty clean. Alright, so moment of truth. We got the brakes on. The wheel spacers were kind of off. They're a little tight to get on, but they're aluminum, so you know you can kind of push them on. They're not going to damage your studs, since these are supposed, you know, technically supposed to be harder. But we got the brakes on. Spins pretty good. So let's try to put this wheel on and see how much space we have. So let's get close here for a second. So we got the extended studs. They look pretty good. Definitely was needed if you want to go big spacer in the front. Well, if you need to go big spacer in the front. I really didn't want to go spacers, but I kind of had to with it. So everything clears. The wheel up there clears. I won't spin this too much. The other side is not together, but so there it is. The Brembos have plenty of room. It's actually pretty nice fitting. The lug nuts, I was worried about sticking out way too far. They're actually not that bad. Maybe I'll get some spikes or something. some JDM fanboy stuff. So plenty of room on either side. The rotors look good. It fills the whole thing, the whole wheel well. Got my dice. So yeah. So, and this is the front. So I'll definitely have to try putting on the backs and seeing how much more room I have, and then try to put these on the backs, because you know, my backs are a little bit wider. So if I go to the track, you know, oh well, this one's supposed to be on the other side, but you know, that's just tire rotation. So yeah, let me get the other side buttoned up. Pretty sure you guys don't want to see it twice, so let me get the other side buttoned up and we'll be good to go. I can put all 4 of them on and have them sitting there. I still have to do my feed line, like I said, and then I can put my car back on the ground. It won't, you know, look so rugged, look so rough. But yeah. Alright, so we got the front on both sides, the wheels on the right direction. The tent's moved over, so we got, you know, enough clearance on there. We got all the lug nuts on, they're not tightened down, and the line isn't connected because I might be doing stainless steel lines right there. I'm not sure, but so, and then I got this side done, and I'll explain on this side as how you're supposed to go about installing it on this side. So there's this dust shield right here that we're going to be having to remove. So I'll explain that once I get all this stuff off. Ugly. Alright, so we got the brake off, caliper off. You know, I wanted to go really fast through it, but if you guys are having trouble taking this off, it's probably because of your e-brake being on. The e-brakes are pressing against this, so it makes it a little harder. Mine's off right now, so you know, it should just, I say should, but I didn't have this one off, so soft if you're gonna replace them. This works for, you know, replacing rotors too, so you just and just like that, it's off. So we got all this off. Pretty much what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, it's a lot of rusty, but this has to come off. Now you can either cut it off, grind it off, or there's these spot welds that I'm just gonna pretty much chisel out. So yeah, it's a pain, but all these little spot welds pretty much had to go to make room for the other one. So let's get the rotor on and call it good. So let's go. Yeah, like I was saying, so you just pretty much get them on there, get your rotors on there. There's a certain way these rotors go on, and there's a sticker right here that says which side you are. It says to remove it before installing, but we're gonna install the calipers now. Now these are Evo hardware. So when where I bought my brakes, I asked him for hardware, and he sells hardware, whole kit of, you know, new pins that go through it for the pads, pretty much everything that you need to install them brand new. So yeah, so these are Evo new hardware. So every Evo that I've seen, or everyone that I've seen online, these go up, so make sure you know which side you're putting your brakes on, because if you put them on that side, that goes down. All the ones that I've seen, even stock, are up, so I'm just going to keep it that direction. Installed. Now So now I have these spacers because my wheels are kind of too wide, and I haven't put in a camber kit yet to remove it, so you can kind of see up here. It's kind of rubbing, so that's the only reason why I got these spacers. I'll clean these up and I'll get them installed. So yeah, next shot. And there you go. Fronts are on, backs are on, backs on, fronts on, all the old stuff. So back calipers, front calipers, rotors. So if anybody wants this, it's for sale. I don't fuck, yeah. So paint actually lasted pretty long. I did this when I first got the car back in 2013 and never really touched them up, so it really held. You got some minor stuff, but preparation. So so yeah, I'm going to pretty much take a shower right now. It's hot, it's getting hotter here in VA, and probably tomorrow will be the day that I install, or at least start running the fuel lines, so I can get the fuel lines on and then pretty much start clearing up everything up here. I mean, that's all turbo stuff and then wired stuff that's gonna go on last. But I mean, as far as it's looking now, I mean, I'm just trying to find more stuff that I could do, because the turbo build probably won't be till a few months from now. I know it's taking longer, but you know, when you want it done right, you just can't go to some random guy. So, and I'm not going to some random guy. I'm actually going to a really good guy, and you know, he's been busy. This is not his primary job. He doesn't do this for a day job. He actually does it at night. So I don't, you know, I don't hate on him for it, and it's going to look beautiful, and you guys are going to love it. So thank you for tuning in to part 2 of the Brembo swap. I hope it's educational for you guys. I know there's probably some things that I did that are different than most other people probably have done it, but you know, it works, it's on there. I still got to do the lines, but that's for another day, because I don't want those rubber lines on there. I actually want to put some good lines on there, because you know, if I'm putting Brembo brakes on there, might as well put good lines on there, since you know, I'm doing everything else. So thanks again for watching, viewing. You guys are awesome, and until next time, peace.